All right, friends, I hope you're well. This is going to be a very long video. I'm going to try to explain 2025 plans loosely. It all makes sense into my head, but I know sometimes when I explain things, because I go all over the place, it's rough. I did write a loose thing, but I'm going to try to get you to understand how I operate, and that's in like mass destruction. Okay? So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to explain how I use things in addition to my main book. My main book I'm going to put to the side because I can't do a year all in one, but I always chase it. Okay? Which is why I do monthly books. Monthly books work for me in the short term because I could just finish them monthly and be my most authentic self in one book for 1 month. Okay? So I want a daily planner. And the daily planners that I've kind of tried this year are the Pocket Moleskines. I love them. I think they're adorable. I think they're cute. These ones I'm more than likely going to use for like rings throughout the year. Okay? So these are not going to go to complete waste. Lately, I've been on the A6 gang. And, oh man, I knew I was going to forget a planner. Ugh. Okay, hold on. I forgot the other A6. So it's also important to note that I stay at home. And because I stay at home, I can do all the things, okay? So let's talk about a daily planner in addition to the pocket, because it's going to be one of these, A6 Techo, A6 Kinbor, or a pocket. Or I'm loosely thinking of like A5 Kinbor, but I don't know. So I buy planners that are outdated, older planners on purpose, so I can do what I want. And this one, it was kind of like day on 2 pages, day on 1 page, just having, no, this was day on 1 page. This was having fun. It was a spring start 2022. Yeah. And I had never finished it. So then I was throughout the years was like keeping up with it. But I still have a lot left. The good thing is that I do rings as well. So all of these can go in rings and I won't have a problem with it. So I was like, meh. Then I get in my half year kick. So you got the full year and the half year of, the cousin and even the A6. So I get in that kick. So for 2025, I was really wanting to do the full year, but I also dabble in the half year because, again, these planners are small, and I know that I want a full year daily, but I also want it to be where I can journal, and I need day on 2 pages for that, which is why I'm really, really not leaning towards the dated one that I bought, which is the Kinbor. This is the most recent one that I was using in this A6. And I started it off July 21st. And I was like, I could definitely use this for day on 2 pages. So I have an A6 outdated Techo full year that I bought from the craft place. And I want to use that. Whatever I want to use it for day on 2 pages. I don't want to use it for a day on a page. To me, and the amount of writing that I do, that just doesn't work for me. Okay? So I went ahead and I was like, I'm going to tip in a week because I always dabble with planner, journal, Commonplace, all that when I do dailies. But for dailies in 2025, I really want to focus on an actual daily planner in 2025. And how does that look? It looks like like this. Just my day, list, stickers, all the stuff, okay? So what I bought was the A6 Kinbor, and this one is dated. So that is why I'm like, you're not gonna do good in a day on a page. You're not. So I was like, maybe you can use this for like journaling. I don't know. Like, I just don't do good for day on a page. So I was like, why don't you hoard it? And for the next year, you can use it. Now, I do have the, oh my goodness, I forgot that one too. I have a lot of stuff, so bear with me. I bought this one from Eunice over at the Craft Place. If you guys live in Houston or ever traveled there, you know which one I'm talking about. This is completely outdated. This is a 2023 Han, whatever. I thought, of course, I could redate the months if I want, or just collage it with pictures, kind of like this. And then when I start in January, I can do day on a page, day on 2 pages, I mean. And because it's outdated, it's not really a big deal for me. So again, I want a daily planner. I want one that I can use from January to December to have fun in. And I had to bring out all of this to show you that, okay? Now, in my main planner, I have journaling, and I can't take that out. And it's been consuming my Commonplace area. Commonplace to me is a notebook. I know the new people are using it as something else and coding stuff. And to me, if you go back on my channel, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, I would tell you about my Commonplace, and I would always crave them in different sizes. They're basically just notebooks, okay? So what I did for kind of this year was I used an old one. Maybe we should now move these out the way because it's going to cause issues. I used an old one, and I used an old Moleskine. And I love this. I could still use this per se. I was using like monthlies, and this was 2024. So I've set it up to where I could use this. Here we are here, November, December. And then I was using it like this, like homeschool reminders, daily pages. Here's the dailies. Fundamentals of real estate law, because I wanted to get my license. Psalms 91. My main system and 2024 ideas, brain dumping stuff. So look at it. It's nice to look at this, right? My main system is like this stuff. Okay, and then my Commonplace was used for lists that encourage, research topics, Bible study. Potential projects, A5 vertical sticker book, A5 Wonderland or B6. Like, this was last year. Didn't happen like that. So then look at this. Day on 2 pages. I don't know. More stuff about planners. Still in 2023. Stuff on autism, OCD, ADHD. I was already like, what's going on? Something's going on. Kindergarten checklist, stuff for homeschool. So this is the stuff I like. So then here, let's fast forward to September 6, 2024 is when I picked this up again. Stress over paper, dumb. And then boom, I can use the rest of this. So one would say, just use the rest of this. And I'm not going to say that I won't. I'm not going to say that I won't. But in the new year, I do want a notebook. The potentials are a Moleskine cut down bullet journal. Like this. But not in the hardcover. I have a few expandeds. Oh my gosh. Expanded ones that I can possibly cut. I cut a hardcover just recently. It's sitting over there in my other place. It's more like a week's in a way, kind of. I want a bigger size. So I also dabbled with making a Moleskine expanded my daily planner. And then making something else like a notebook, because I use whatever for notebooks. So that's not out of the woodworks yet. So this is like a loose one. So for the daily planners, for a daily planner, the contender is A6 Techo, day on 2 pages. Or I can do a pocket Moleskine, day on 2 pages. I can't spell it. Or the Moleskine large, day on 2 pages. So that leaves my notebook. My notebook I can use throughout the year as whatever. Those change. That's why I was saying go look at those change in sizes. It's whatever I'm craving at the current moment. Right now, the one I was kind of using was the cousin, but I'm going to get into that later. So my notebook can be, it's up for discussion. Okay? And then we're going to talk about the weeks. But before we do that, I'm going to talk about rings. Rings are reference to me. And I choose them in different sizes all throughout the year. Why? Because it's something to truly play with. So the ones that I brought out are A6, personal wide, pocket, and then you guys know I'm in my personal. So let's try to fit this in camera somehow. Because this is rough, yo. Let's go and talk about personal wide in a minute. Well, now. I got this apricot one from my friend Barbara. We traded. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All of my ring planners, to me, are beautiful. I use them in a way that they're all the same. I always have an inbox. I always have wonderful dividers. I always have my favorite paper. I always have my favorite inserts, a functional and a pretty planning. It's just what I like to do. This one just had some tracking. Adorable. And personal wide is like a B6 in rings. Kiki K had made a B6 planner in rings. I mean, like, it is literally like, I have these. And this is a Wonderland 222. Okay. And it's literally this one. So I have 2025 in here if I want to do that. I have my bullet journal, like my little pretty planning kind of thing. So I do that whole thing where I do that functional and pretty planning. I plan for that on purpose because I saw a trend in myself. And I know a lot of what I do is rewriting, because if you forgot or if you missed it, I rewrite on purpose for something to do with my hands. When I was younger, I would copy the dictionary. I would copy definitions. I would just when they would have you do copy work in school, that was my favorite, in my mind, subject. I'm sure we all can relate to what that does for us. And so I've always liked to put Moleskine paper in my rings, always. And then sometimes it is the dailies. So again, personal wide, set up the same. I even got like the monthlies. Then I had the weeklies in here. This was going good. I don't know why I changed. I think I went to personal. So these are actually dated. So I can use them if I wanted to pick up in personal wide again, but I don't really want to. I want to stay in my personal for now. These I got. So again, I never put this in because it's just too much for the actual ring mechanism, in my opinion. But it gives me another pin loop. So that's personal wide. A6, same shit. Same shit, different day. Again, I need this to come with me because I know I'm not going to be an A6 for the rest of the year. At least I don't think. But let's take this cute little guy. Oh, no. And normally, I don't know what I did this, like why I did this, because normally I wouldn't put an image not laminated in my book because it sticks to stuff. Same stuff, guys. Like, look, I set up a new A6, did the same thing. If you're going to use A6 as like your main planner, this is trying to mess with that, isn't it? See, this will get onto that and then we'll be over. So my whole thing was to tell you that in 2025, I'm going to use rings for reference. I'm going to pick and choose what I want to do. And that'll be that. I have setups on purpose. I was talking to my friend Ellie. I was like, girl, if rings are going to be your main planner, you should literally get them. Like, you should literally have rings on standby in every size. If rings are your main planner, that's my suggestion, because your ring system can follow you in any size. And we are planner girls. Why the heck would we try to deny ourselves that we would want a different size in something? I don't understand why anybody would do that. Because the sizes will change. Hey, give me this. I wanted to use those the other day. So then that's the A6. This is A6 Gilio. My friend Gwen gave me that. This one I had in my purse. I was doing this one in my purse. This is my newest little setup. I haven't used it yet, but it was sitting in my purse because I took it out when we went to go buy the car because I really thought I was just gonna chill with this. But I didn't use it. Not to say that I won't. So I'm gonna stick this back in my purse. And then my personal. Personal has won for a number of reasons. It's just been something I really, really enjoy. But I change my mind a lot. So that's why I allow rings to be whatever they are, because I change my mind a lot. And it's not my main system. So it lets me showcase my personality. It lets me get creative. It lets me use my inserts. It lets me use all the BS that I have. And so here's this. This is what I really love. Let me see. We are here. I'm going to put his NHS meetings that he had. And so I've been really liking these in here. So I was thinking about just getting a dated cousin for these or a day free. But I might go to Filofax A5 inserts and cut them. So then here's this. You guys saw me do, video. This one is my most heavily used because I think if this works out, I might take this into the new year. But again, I might not. I might just not. I never use these because I've been in my other stuff, my composition notebook. But my dailies, I am going to catch up on. That was last week. Here's this week. I thought I was going to do like a plan with me in here, which I might. And then this is one of the main reasons why I like rings. I've got a section for home, kids, homeschool, personal, marriage, faith. They're like collections, and I can use them as such. So again, rings will be in the lineup for sure. I had this open to the day in case I wanted to use it, but I think I'm going to open it to the week so I can kind of play in there. So rings, reference various sizes, okay? Now let's get into the freaking the weeks. There's always having to be a weeks in my car, and this is that. I'm gonna take that. In 2023, when I bought the 2024 stuff, I bought this Gig'em, and this was the car planner. And then I bought and used all of these. We already had a video on that, remember? I started off in the Mega. Then I was like, I want the standard. Then I wanted a pink planner in the sneaker. Then I wanted more like girly thing. Then I went to this recent, well, that was the most recent. Then I went here, journaling and all kinds of crap. I did like, so I buy weeks for all kinds of stuff. Lists, weeklies, dailies. I mean, you name it, I've done it all. This is my most recent. So these will go upstairs. So I was doing this, you guys remember, I am definitely going to use the weeks for memory keeping in the house and a weeks, or the Kinbor in this case, in my purse. So this, I have my purse on the side. This goes in my purse. And when I'm out and about, I just want something to entertain me. Literally, that's it. It's not anything else other than to entertain me. And I love that. I love that about myself, and I love that I give myself that. And I literally haven't used this, like this was that week. Did you renew your driver's license? That's it. Pick up school driver's license. Did you do that? This is kind of how a week looked in August. So when I'm out and about, I will write in it. If I'm not, I'm not. Here we are here. So I also use the dailies in the back for fun. So sometimes I'll bring this into the house and play with it. So I allow for a planner in my purse. So that's going back in my purse. The one that's going to go in my purse that I'm thinking this upcoming year is this one. Oops. Well, let's take these out. The reason why is because I don't want to spend a lot of money on the weeks. Just because, I might put this here. Just because they're expensive now. And this Kinbor was inexpensive, and as you can see, it's of a different quality. But all I would literally do to get this ready is put a tab. But on the go, I need a calendar. And I've got the weeklies and the dailies to keep me entertained. So this is definitely going in my purse for the new year. Then the one that is, I'm going to put that down there. Oh, man. Why did you throw it, Winnie? Put this back in your purse, girlfriend. Then the one that is going to stay, so this one is going to be archived as well. So all of these go upstairs. I've got upstairs, I've got 25 of them. I swear. And then this is 2024. But I will tell you that in 2025, I really do want to just use this. Oh, what is this? Oh, they did new pages. I didn't even pay attention to that. Favorites, my 100. This is adorable. Here's a collection of icons for you to copy and use to brighten your techo. Adapt them, simplify them, color them, add them. Use them any way you want. Oh, so cute. Who's drawing these? That's the real question. I did a test. I do want to use this for homeschool. So this is my current one, the one that you guys saw me do. I did tabs out of these that my friend Rhonda gave me. And all I did was put stickers on them. So now I have little tabs. I want to try and use this until December 14th. I'm proud of myself for waiting and not starting in September. Although I did start. I went over here. I had one just sitting around. So in an effort for me not to like start, I'm like taking stuff out. I went over here and I started on September 26th. And I just did a bunch of journaling on the dailies. And then on the weeklies, I lasted like a month in here, I want to say. I didn't really do any stuff like this. So when I want to put stuff in rings for the weeks, for the personal, I'll come over here and I'll go upstairs and just chop away. So 2025, memory keeping. I only want the Mega and then the Kinbor in the car. That's what I want. And that's what I'm hoping that will happen. We still got some more to go through and chat through. That's the good old challenge planner. This year, it was the cousin, and next year, I'm sure it's going to be the cousin. Because for me, I have always wanted to finish a cousin. I came close in 2019, and I used it for 9 months. I still have that cousin around here somewhere. And I swear, it's my number one cousin. You know, we all have one to chase, right? Of course, my main is my bullet journal. I just showed you. But let me talk about what we did here in the year. We did, which I love to do, a cousin A5 avec, a B6, a B6 Slim, and a standard. So, I don't really want to take it out, but A5, cut to standard. A5, you can cut to a B6. I think I went, which way did I go? I can't tell. Let me see. I cut the bottom. Okay. Oh, shit. I cut the bottom and a little off the side. Now, this is an old one. This is one that I repurposed, and I think I started in September 2023. So if I want to come over here and start using this again, I can. And the thing with undated weeks, this is my favorite layout. I like the B6 because I could get Monday through Sunday. Sunday's a little shorter. In the standard, I can only get Saturday and Sunday have to share. But, so that's the standard, that's the B6. Let's go to the A5. Because remember, I got the July through December because a friend gave it to me. And I was doing really well for like 3 months. I tore stuff out. Because I put the weeks in a book. And one other thing I forgot to mention is standard rings. That made its way into my life this year. And this sits on my here. If you want to look over what standard rings are, go into YouTube, put Monique Plans standard rings. I have a bunch of videos. These are exactly Traveler's Notebook inserts. I do not cut them down. I accommodate the ring size for that. So that's very well a contender because I did use some of this to put in there. But here's some of the weeks I went through and wanted to do different layouts. So this came out So I did this one, that. I took some weeks out, I remember. The dashboard. This one was a fun one. This layout was a no. And I think that's it. So I have the rest of the weeks. I think I took the months out. That's what it was. I took the months out of here to put in my personal. So see, for me, if I'm not going to use it, I'm still going to go and try to use it somehow. So like even these weeks, I'm like, Monique, these are dated. Would you like to cut them out and use them somewhere? Because I could possibly use these in my personal wide. Because we already talked about what B6 could do. So anyhow, I did them. I did my daily. So the way you see this here is exactly what I want to do in 2025. I just want to finish a whole year. At first I thought do a VEC. And then I'm like, no, don't do the avec. Oh, I love this. This is my style. And I call this a challenge planner. And the reason why I do that is because I've been chasing it for like 3 years. If you go back on my channel, you'll see me. And I took out all the dailies and I called this one done. So the question is, are you going to save this? And I don't think I am. I already saved all of my monthly books. I told myself in the new year, I'm working on this one. This is the one I'm working to finish, the standard. I told myself in the new year, I'm going to go through B6 Slim in a minute. Once you're done, you're done. Throw this shit away. So I was using this for homeschool. And B6 Slim, I've got to say, is probably one of my favorite sizes. Actually, it is my favorite size in comparison to the standard. I used this size for my system when I first started. Then I went into the standard. But I like it because it's the same exact width of a standard, but just shorter, so that you don't get any of that freaking writing. And that's why I like it. So I told myself, you can plan all these for the new year, jump around in sizes. I have the 2024 home that I bought on sale to do whatever I want in the new year. I don't know about this, guys. This is, I mean, the concept was cute. I'm not a big pencil board person. I'll probably punch this in my standard rings, honestly. Ooh. If it's this one. Chingo. So, matter of fact, I'm going to put that by my standard rings. Because I may very well want to do that. Now, the biggest thing with rings, and the same thing with the cousin, is I always dabble on full year, half year. Even in my rings, do I want 25 or 30 millimeter rings? Same thing. But I got this baby brand new, and I'm going to redate, of course, but I highly doubt I'm going to do A5. I highly doubt it. I like this font, so nice. So my challenge planner is the cousin, but I don't know what size. Size unknown. Unknown, whatever. So I guess you could say these are all my planner projects for 2025. Right? And then you got my monthly books. So some might think like, dang, girl, this is a lot. And yeah. See all that? It looks like a lot. I'm not going to lie. But it's my hobby. My hobby. And It allows me to dive in, distract myself from BS. And I stay at home and I take care of my family. But as you could tell, it's what, 8:52? My family is asleep. I got my 2 daughters at home. I've got my boy who is a senior in public school. He will be going off to college. And then I got the girls at home. I have my 31-year-old and my bonus daughter. And I've got my 8-year-old. They need me. They need accommodations. And so I left my job in 2019. And I've been home ever since. And I will never, it is hard, but I will never not want to be at home. So, of course, when all this stuff starts to hit the fan towards December, whatever, and let me tell you that any one of these, I could start now if I want to. Because, except for maybe the daily planner, but let's be honest, you guys know me. Like the Kinbor's going in the car. Once I get this all situated, it's going in the car. I might as well just put this like this because this is what's going to happen. And see how it's kind of like jacked right there? I really don't like that. I thought about gluing it. You know what I mean? I really did. Now that I'm here, I might do that. Because I don't like this brown thing. That is the one thing that jacked me up when I started my Kinbor early, the 2025 one. I just liked the cover and that it was brown. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Boom. I like that better. So then, obviously, we're taking this off. This is the only way I would prep for. This is the planner that requires like little to no prep. And then, obviously, I would just need my months tab, my weeks tab, and my day. And that is it. Like, this goes in the car. So with the exception of that, because this is dated. This is dated, but this stays in the house. This is going to be redated. And so are these. Now, if you guys remember my video on my planner cart, I have so many other books there. All these are going back. I'm going to put them in their rightful place. The only thing up for discussion is my notebook, but I have so many books. I have so many books, and I always refer to this as my Commonplace. I thought, oh, are you going to separate your I guess I'm going to use this somewhere else. Are you going to separate your journaling in the new year? And I was like, no, I can't do it. I really can't. It's just not going to work. I think I'm going to put that there because nobody cares about 2024 anymore when I'm in here. I will, because it's on the go, leave 2026. And then this one, that's what I wanted to use them for. They were in the back because I don't know what this means, but and I also don't know where I got these. So again, I probably won't use these. So I'll probably just pull this back. And then I'll use the monthlies however I see fit on the go. And then I have my dailies. I mean my weekly. So if this doesn't make sense to you, it totally did for me. And it was actually very therapeutic to do. And I'm going to kind of put this in my November to kind of ponder it some more. Maybe I'll just stick it in the front I'll just stick it here for right now. I really like this. I wanted to put that in. So yeah, everything else, I've concluded the video. That's all I wanted to say. But everything else, I don't know, we're gonna put that there. Oh, the other one I had that I thought I was gonna use was the A5 Kinbor. And I mean, I don't know. I tried. And this reminds me too much of my current layouts that I use in my planners. But I don't know, I'm just gonna put it on the shelf, and it's been sitting here on my table with me, but more than likely I'm just gonna put it back on the shelf. So I'm gonna keep these close by because these are literally, where's the other one? Oh, here. Gonna be used in 2024 for something. I mean, 2025. You know, I'd still have this as my notebook. The rings are going back into my purse. I have this close by to me because, again, I'm trying to use it. These go on my planner cart until I figure it out, and then in the new year I throw them away. And then these are going upstairs, so I'm going to put this by my table, my sofa table, and those will go upstairs. The A6 will go back on the cart. Same thing with this. I'm going to take him out. I'm going to take my little guy because he's way too cute. And again, A6, that's going back on the cart. But if I'm going to throw these out more than likely. So yeah, it makes total sense to me. It's so freaking fun. It's something that, you know, I've been, no, let's not put that there. Don't trip, girlfriend. Put it in the daily somewhere. Boom. Cute guy. So I love that I allow myself this opportunity to do these things. I highly, highly recommend, maybe not to this extent, but I highly recommend finding things you like, finding the sizes you like, find your main system, and then go to town on playing with everything else. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless you.